It's 11 p.m. on a Monday night, and I'm sat in my dark room on my bed playing an intense online match of video games while I should be sleeping. I'm facing my opponent. They lose a stock. I lose a stock. We both have one left. I try and combo my opponent, but it doesn't connect. I mess up, basically. They punish me. They spike me off the stage. I can't recover. I lose the game. And I look like a fool while I'm doing it, because I'm not even that good, despite the fact that I've been playing for years. Then, when my opponent is on the windscreen, I spike my controller. I throw it onto my hardwood floor in a zealous fit of gamer rage. I can't control myself. I can't control my urges. I'm going to be sleep deprived next morning because I stayed up till 1 a.m. playing video games. While the rest of my family was sleeping, I had my old CRT TV on, and I had my Switch hooked up to it. And I was just gaming throughout the entire night because I had to go to school during the day. This is the life that I used to have. And in this video, I'm going to explain why gaming had such a giant grasp on me, why it had so much control over my life. So, as men, we seek purpose in our work. That's part of the male psyche, is to try and find meaning in the different work tasks that you concern yourself with, whether they're constructive to your lifestyle or not. And the way that I found purpose, especially over quarantine, I was like 12, 13 at this time, was I found purpose in my gaming collection, in getting more games, buying more games from the money that I was making for my part-time job, and basically playing those during every waking hour of my existence that I had free, that wasn't wrapped up in school or any other commitments. And I thought I had it made. I thought I had life. I had a TV in my room. No one would bother me. I could just game for hours upon hours upon hours, especially on the weekends. That was my entire existence. I had dopamine. I had instant gratification. I had everything, a teenage boy could want. But eventually I realized that gaming was taking a huge tax on my life. And gaming structure, the way that the gaming is set up, made it grab such a hold onto me. And I wouldn't let it go for anything in the world. I knew that I was gaming excessively, that I was doing an extremely unhealthy task, but I just wouldn't let gaming go because it gave me purpose, it gave me meaning in life. I would wake up and I would think about video games. I would go to school and I would be reminiscing or planning about what I would do on my gaming console when I would get home, what new areas I would go to in the game, how I would level up, what strategies, what tactics I would use. I was obsessed with it, and I was engaged, and I'd finally found something that didn't bore me to death, and that actually showed me a part of me that I always wanted to realize, this part of me that could conquer, this part of me that could be competent at something, and really try and be the best version of myself in it, where I was still constantly engaged, where I was in this constant flow state because I found just the act of doing the thing so fun. That's the niche that gaming fulfilled for me, and that's why I never wanted to let it go. Now, I'm a naturally extreme person. I'm just gonna put that out there in this video. And I think because I have what you might call an addictive personality, I'm not trying to excuse myself for this, but maybe you do too. Maybe you have this psychological preset where you find yourself naturally drawn to things that aren't good for you, and then when you engage in them, you can't put them down. This can be anything from drugs to gaming to anything else. And I talk about gaming because I've successfully overcome that urge. I've successfully removed the urge to game from my life, and I want to get that same result for you. And you can do that by purchasing my course. The link to that is in the description below. It's about 2 hours of my curated expertise on how I quit gaming and how you can do the same in about 2 weeks by following my advice. So go ahead and check that out. It'll definitely be worth your time and your money. But moving on, if you are watching this video, you probably are an extreme person. If you intentionally clicked on a video that mentioned gaming addiction in the thumbnail and how I beat it, then you probably have an addiction too. And the sooner you admit that, the sooner you can begin to fix this issue that's devouring your life whole, that's grabbing control of you. It won't let go. So I've learned that the answer to your gaming addiction is not moderation. If you are an extreme person and you like getting things done, you're very ambitious, you like achieving things, you're the type of person who stays up all hours of the night playing games, you lie to people, you manipulate people, maybe you ended relationships so that you could gain more because you were so obsessed with it, like I was, that you basically threw away human relationships and you threw away your health. I was a bit younger then, and I was a bit more foolish, but I guess we all are. If you relate to these stories that I tell, these accounts that I give, then you are an extreme person, and it is something that you just have to work with. You have to work with this obsessiveness about you, and you can leverage it to turn into a huge amount of success. You can use it to basically become, you can achieve more of your potential than you ever imagined if you just realize how obsessive you are and how you can harness that into your daily life, how you can harness that into your habits, not by building balance, but by basically just working like a dog on certain things for years and years and years, like I have, to build yourself up into a better person. So yeah, the answer is not moderation. It's essentially realizing how your brain is wired and leveraging that to quit gaming. So what I did was I found other things that could engage me that wasn't gaming. I found other hobbies that were structured in kind of like the same systematic, like obsessive, autistic way as video games, where you could just like grind and grind and grind at them, and the more effort you put into them, just like with video games, the more results you could get out of them, the more achievements you could unlock, the better skills you could get at video games, the more people you could beat in competition. The same goes for hobbies that I developed later in life, like reading, trying to build literary skills, trying to get better at speaking, which I'm still working on, but also bodybuilding. Bodybuilding is huge for me. It was huge for my self-improvement journey and my development, because what you put into it is what you get out, just like I explained with video games. And the fact that I can go to the gym for 2-3 hours every single day, or that I could hit like half hour, like super intense, like kettlebell workout where I'm like supersetting, snatches with rows, stuff like that, and like really just like put my heart and soul into it and kind of just like chase the demons out with this like really engaging workout. Maybe you're doing barbells, maybe you're doing dumbbells, whatever you're doing. If you're engaging your body into it, it's not necessarily fun in the moment. It's painful. You have to push and push and push. You have to realize like it's so rewarding after you're done with it. That's why we lift. That's why we go to the gym. If there's one thing you get from this video, it's that you really should start going to the gym. If you haven't yet, you should start lifting weights. You should start doing cardio. Whatever involves your body and is not pleasant in the moment, but is rewarding after, in terms of better cardio, better strength, bigger muscles, better physique, whatever you want to get out of fitness, then definitely get on that, because it's so much like video games in terms of, like I said, you can obsess over it. Maybe it's like martial arts even. Like I've done jiu-jitsu, and while I was doing that, like the only thing I think about for the entire day was how to like submit the other guy. What if I put an arm here? What if I put his legs like this? What if I clasp him like this in between my legs? Stuff like that. You gotta find something else that's productive that you can obsess over, is the main message here. And I've done that with fitness, martial arts, bodybuilding, business, reading, anything like that. And you have to realize that you can gamify pretty much anything else in your life, just like I did. You can turn any hobby, any activity into a game if you actually try hard enough to realize the ways that you can level up on it. And if you have the discipline to level up in real life rather than in video games, because playing video games requires discipline, right? It requires discipline to sit yourself down in front of your PC every day and grind League of Legends or Minecraft or whatever else. It takes discipline to try again to reach the end of the Nether whenever you die in Minecraft. It takes discipline to go through that whole process where you gotta get like wood and then build like a stone pickaxe and then get iron and get it all your iron together and like smelt it into a pickaxe and then get some diamonds, make a diamond pickaxe, and then mine obsidian and then build like a nether portal and get into the Nether and don't die and build a shield. It gets like these different fortresses and then I've ender pearls, whatever. That takes discipline, that takes commitment, that takes planning, that takes a lot of pain tolerance in order to get to the final result, which is killing that dragon, right? Now imagine you could take that passion and that grit and that discipline that you had in Minecraft, and then you could port that into real life. You could take this commitment to your mission that you have in Minecraft, and then you could put that into bodybuilding or into martial arts. Like imagine you started kickboxing, and then you took that like Minecraft like grit and discipline, and then applied that to your life in terms of nutrition, cardio, flexibility, all these different things that add up to success in martial arts or bodybuilding or anything like that. Like just imagine that. Imagine you could rewire your brain in order to really enjoy difficult things. So that's the message I'm going to leave you with for the end of this video. Find real life hobbies, real life habits that you find yourself naturally called to, that fulfill the same urges that video games was fulfilling for you in your past life. And I promise, if you stick with this, if you really try and like probe yourself inwardly, see what you enjoy doing, see what engages you, see why you play video games in the first place, and then kind of fulfill that desire in like an outside hobby, an outside lifestyle that is in real life and is grounded in real life, then you will find fulfillment. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you like what you saw here. And yeah, post any comments or questions in the comments, and I'll see you later. Bye.